Good evening, guys. How y'all doing tonight? I'm the voice of Dog, and tonight we're going to be starting Technobabylon. Published by Wadjet Eye. You know them as publishers of a lot of quite good point-and-click games, like the Blackwell series, Resonance, Primordia, Shardlight. Developer was not Wadjet Eye this time. It is a Technocrat game, which I don't think I've heard of them before. But Wadjet Eye have been publishing one good point-and-click game after the other, which is really impressive and really good for the genre, because point-and-clicks have a bit of a reputation for being obtuse and annoying and hard to play. I feel like these have been turning the tide a bit, making more reasonably paced point-and-click adventures for people who enjoy. So let's get started.
Looks like you found the place.
You're sure this is the one?
I'm positive. Lava Sesame goes by Mandala in the trance. There's a big gap in the records, and it's shaped exactly like her.
I thought you said he put a lot of effort into it.
They've been hiding her activity, but weren't covering up their own work very well.
If they did, then
How are the headaches?
Won't be a problem for much longer.
You understand the plan?
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing. After all, I've been planning this for years.
The Internet.
There's nothing like being in trance.
The trance.
A world built of abstracts and intellect, of tangible thought, where every part has been crafted by an individual soul. It's the purest form of contact a person can have, mind to mind. It's the pinnacle of human achievement. Some might say that achievement in the physical world is somehow more meaningful. To them I say, join the future or be surpassed by it. Within the trance, we are millions of minds as one. But even as far as we've come, there's still one serious flaw. Its reliance on the real world as its backbone. And disconnections. Damn.
My internet.
Don't panic. I'll just go and speak to the building manager.
Agony Agnes, thank you for
It's
the
not like
sub.
there's anything to be afraid of out there. Let's get this over with.
So, here we are, in the internet, in the trance. And I have to remember how to play this game. I've played this game before I moved, and enjoyed it quite a bit. So, it's kind of blind on it. Just, whatever I remember. Hey, Zerabadon, 1 whole year!
1 whole year.
That's right. Thank you so much. Looks like the government has been trying to get us in work, scheduling employment meetings for us, but we're not showing up. And we have housing support from the city. It seems like we are hanging out on the internet instead of working. City support benefit for 711 days. If only we could improve our circumstances. Ah, man. This happens in, every single game that they made. Anytime there is email and you can get a spam email, Wadjet Eye will have that in there. Even though it's not the same developer, I feel like it's just a general thing where there has to be. Nothing changes in the future, you see. Ooh. We'll look at that in a moment. Big game coming up. Okay, old friend. That doesn't look good. With amazing deals on chems. Extra interface speed without extra cost? Open a taste imag for order info. In a moment, we'll get to you. Toxic Sigma is emailing us about a grow guide. Wetware. We can grow wetware. What is that, you might ask? Just don't gray goo the place. Okay, so how do we grow this stuff? We need water, nutrition, heat. It's heat activated. Okay. All right, that sounds pretty simple. I think we can grow some wetware. Maybe we'll give that a shot. Speed boost image. Oh, yeah, our connection's down, I forgot. Wait, how do we... Well, I guess we already received that mail, but just didn't open it because we were too busy being on the internet.
No, I'm not storing that in my brain.
Not
unless I want
putting
to wake
that.
up in some factory in China in 10 years.
Yeah, malware can have some really serious repercussions to you physically, since your computers are in your brains now. Is wetware organic computers? It might be. It just might be. No connection. Our internet is down. Okay, we got enough. What? Oh, wait, hang on. No. No. How many of these are there? Oh, come on. You're not going to show me the Blackwell? There it is. There's the Blackwell Epiphany. Well, I guess we'll have to get off the internet and go back to real life.
Better go and talk to the building manager.
Man, real life is such a drag.
Ah! Ouch. Huh? Password error, huh? I guess the door's broken too. Contact manager. I'm trapped?
Oh. For the first time you can remember, the prospect of staying inside your apartment is frightening to you. I don't actually, I'll be honest, I did not actually play through all the Blackwell games myself.
The apartment's rules, the sign's fixed to the wall.
I played through 2 of them. I stopped at the 3rd one, for no particular reason. They were still pretty enjoyable. They're their earlier games, so it kind of shows, technically. That's as far as I can tell you about Blackwell. I've heard a lot of people talk about the ending, though, and a lot of people say that it affected them. A lot of good things I've heard about the ending. That's the first time I've heard that it was rushed. So yeah, our smart home is kind of not really working right now, unfortunately.
The panel by the door also controls the apartment's net connection, call system, and thermostat, as well as the door's locking. If you could get inside it, you might be able to set off an emergency unlock.
So it looks like we may have to do a bit of trickery in our own security systems.
The panel by the door also controls if you could get...
That's fine. We're a smart, internet-savvy teenager? Hard to tell.
Still not working. Apparently I can't just wait for the problem to fix itself. Can't rely on anyone else.
What do we... Oh, I see. So this is where we keep our wetware, in our shower. I guess we don't really need that for anything. Remove the gelatinous clump of semi-organic wetware we've been cultivating. Alright. There it is. There's our goo.
It's a homegrown lump of techno-organic wetware gel. It's for connecting my brain's wetware to the external systems.
Brain juice. Well, brain interface juice. What's this trophy?
The NetGames trophy I won in '84.
Nice.
I don't know why I've still got it. I pretty much scrapped everything else to build the wetware still.
Sorry. So turn it down just a bit. Can we pick it up? We can. Okay. It cannot interface with the wetware.
Nah. I'm not that hungry.
It's also just like over how Latha is not very
I'm not sure
cleanly.
when I got this out of the machine. It's still soggy though. The window frame is welded in. Even if I could open it, it'd be a 150-meter drop to the bottom.
So we can't jump out the window. Good to know. Do not reach into the recycler. Ah. Protein surprise. Nutrient complex. Sucrogelatin complex. That's just Jello, right? That sounds like Jello. Can we get some Jello? Oh, it's empty.
Hey, I'm hungry.
We just said we weren't hungry. What is the protein surprise? Okay, insufficient material. Since everything's recycled, you have to put materials back in to... We can also print utensils, but we need to put in plastic. Well, in case it needs that. Okay, how about the grate? Can we just go through the vents out of here?
Guess I'm not as strong as I thought. I'm not getting out this way. If I keep randomly cutting cables, I'm going to end up electrocuted eventually. Ugh, exposed fiber optics everywhere. I think they deliberately do this to make it less pleasant to live here. The wetware won't form a connection.
Good to know.
Ugh, no. Last time I reached into the pile, there was stuff growing in it.
Wait, hang on. Made out of a cotton paper blend, they are mulched and recycled into new clothing rather than cleaned. Good stuff.
Even if I cared that much about the apartment's rules, the sign's fixed to the wall.
What does it say?
Tenancy rules. City housing support. This housing is provided as is by the City Department of Social Welfare, until such time as you are able to secure employment.
Right.
Basic facilities are provided within. Since your stay is temporary, please do not damage. Temporary? Huh. I've been here for 2 years now.
So she's a squatter in government housing, basically. Where was our computer? Oh, wait, that's right. It's in our brain. Hang on. There we are.
No, not unless I want to wake.
So I can't use the wetware. Hey, Shadow Sandbag.
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. Help computer.
Help computer. Thank you for the resub. Now. Okay, here's a thought I had. Eject memory cartridge. You can also just remove the memory cartridge. For data that the auto meal thing uses. Can we put in our trophy? Excellent. Oh. Administrator permission. The foods. Your future. On a plate.
Hey, we're not children!
Yeah.
Lousy suicide rate.
The things we say in the future. So it has, okay. Can it make anything out of the plastic I gave it? I assume not.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Right, so it gives you the tray. Alright.
The still is empty. It'll take at least a few. It may take up the entire bathroom, but the still is totally worth it. By growing my own wetware at home, I'll never need to leave the apartment again, unless something like this happens.
Okay, so in that case, can we use wetware to interface with the door panel? Right. Starting to remember how this game works again. We are hooking our brain up to the door panel. Now.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
Hey.
Who are you?
I am the defender, the guardian, the knight. No threat shall dare intrude upon thy domain while I stand watch.
Do you have a name?
I do not wish to trouble my lady with such minute details.
So, just Knight then.
Whatever thy will, my lady.
Can we get out of here?
The door seems to be stuck. Can you do anything about that?
Attempting to operate door drive systems. Attempt 2. Attempt 3. It would appear the machinery of the door itself has become fatigued. The terminus is unable to compel activity on the door's part itself. The safety unlock would doubtless serve you well at this juncture.
Can you use the safety unlock?
I'm afraid I cannot. It must be unlatched physically.
So, where is it?
It lies behind the terminal. With sufficient armament, mayhaps thou shalt reach it.
Gee, thanks. Tell me about yourself.
Sentinel Systems Nightware, a data and physical security product of
Sentinel man.
Systems, version 3.02.
licensed to City of Newton Housing Services.
Thank you.
What's with the knight in shining armor routine?
Who is better suited to the role than a loyal defender of the realm?
Okay, now tell me properly.
My lady, thine own.
Out of character!
Following managerial reformation of Sentinel Systems, the company's theme was shifted to a feudal design.
Find you
Has
irritating.
anyone ever told you that you get real tiresome real quick?
Customer research has shown the knight image to be effective. 89% of customers associated with increased security and ability to solve threats. 67% associated with defense of a home in a professional manner. 55% found it more confidence-inspiring than Sentinel's previous mascot,
Which was?
the sheriff. Following last year's New York police riots, public perception of such personnel diminished considerably.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What's your function?
I am the defender. I prevent the physical and the etheric.
I found you in the door's terminal software. You're the apartment's network security, aren't you?
Quite so. Trojans and malware, flee from my presence.
But you also control the door's security.
A vital role, milady. None shall threaten the sanctity of your domain.
Ciao.
Fare thee well, milady.
Alright. So it sounded like we need to mess with the door itself. A problem we can't solve on the internet. Well, okay, we could interface with the food machine, maybe, because it would not allow us to process the trophy. We need to turn the trophy into a metal fork and then use that on the door panel. That sounds like what they want me to do. Yeah, because, alright, we'll test the theory by using the plastic fork on the door and it not working.
It broke.
Right, okay. Alright, recycle that plastic. We may need that later. Put some brain gel on the food machine. Oh wait, are the recycler and the food machine two different things? You know what, they probably are, so let's put some brain gel on our recycler as well. Okay, there they are. It's like a combination washer-dryer. Good to know. Let's go talk to our food machine. Alright, food machine. We need to have a talk. Oh dear.
Hi, I'm Chefy, your interactive guide to THB Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
The future! Who are you?
Who are you, and what are you doing in my food machine?
Hi, I'm Chefy, your...
We already had this bit.
I'm the voice of your food machine. I'm here to help you make the most of your machine and all the delicious possibilities. And if there's trouble, I'm here to help you out.
What can you make? We've seen what you can make. It's not particularly great.
What kind of things can you make?
Using THE's patented and proven protein fiber synthesis reserve system, I'm able to whip up some of the tastiest treats you've ever had.
Like?
Just you wait. Before you know it, you'll be having the most cost-effective food you've ever tasted.
You're dodging the question.
My recipe books are always getting bigger.
Answer
My
the
best
question.
friends at THE always come up with great new ideas.
What do you
Everything
make?
from protein surprise to Nutri-Blood casserole.
Ugh.
Don't be like that. Give them a try.
Okay, you eventually had to put the list in there. Well, you know, I kind of want to talk to
I've had to
Sheffy.
live off your crap for 2 years now. It's bland, and it feels like runny puke. I have trouble swallowing, and every mouthful makes starvation that little bit more appealing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
Have
I'm
you tried
sorry.
any of our new recipes recently? Let's look for some.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
It looks like I can't connect.
No one
Don't
can.
worry, you can always use the memory cards in the machine to upload delicious new recipes.
That is kind of an amusing thing, where the only thing, the only thing stopping you from getting better food is having a, is having the right cookbook memory cartridge. Assuming that you can make food in a machine and not have it be completely disgusting. Every instance of this in the future in a future, you know, piece of media that I've ever seen, they've never made it look appealing.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Haven't you been eating with us for years?
Humor me.
THE's food machines have self-contained vacuum formers to recycle utensils. Just put your tray back in the machine when you're done with it.
It is efficient, I'll give them that.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
It might be dangerous. At the request of
Newton Civic Housing Services.
You've been limited to plastic utensils. But isn't plastic great? It's so easy to get clean.
But what if I want something stronger, like steel? That heavy protein mash bends the fork sometimes.
Sorry, no can do. I'm not just a chef. It's my job to keep you safe.
Yeah, we can't give you a metal fork because we're afraid you'll kill yourself.
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you like me? I just want to make sure you're eating right.
So, you object to me smashing you open?
It takes some pretty serious damage to do that. I'm tough. Only qualified THE systems technicians can get me open.
Oh, we'll see about
Messing with your
that.
software is my best bet then.
Okay, well, yeah, that is true. We may have to mess with your programming, not with the physical machine in this case. Will the machine work without
Will the
you?
machine work without you?
If I have an accident, the machine will continue to dispense. We don't want you starving in an emergency now, do we?
I mean, yeah. I do like this character is incredibly annoying, and if I had to deal with it personally in any way, I'd hate it. But in the sense that another character has to deal with it, it's pretty good.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
Address all concerns regarding THE.
Avatar 2862.
Sheffy to THE. Customer Interactive Regions.
I just love how stilted and I don't know, not compassionate it sounds. It's talking past you all the time, like most AI do. You know, they're not really. It's not an AI. It's a virtual AI.
Ciao.
I assume. Like, there is a clear distinction between something that grows and learns and something meant to commucity with you and do a certain task and just do that thing.
To
I am definitely not. Yeah, it's a virtual intelligence. I am not an authority on sci-fi media in any way.
What's on your recipe card now?
On the menu today, we've got Protein Complex A11, Protein Complex E168, and for dessert, Synchro Gelatin Complex C11.
Sounds delicious.
If you want something a little different, don't forget, you can always
Right. Okay.
Ciao.
Bye!
No. Not unless I want.
Normally, you wouldn't even have come close to downloading it.
Not unless.
But I wonder if we can use it in some way. Didn't I think I told her she was annoying. Pretty sure I told her she was annoying. Let's get that memory card. What can we do with this? So now it doesn't know how to do anything. I wonder if this memory card has any other function. And if there's anything else... Oh, there are lockers here. I did not check these yet.
I usually keep clothes in here. Looks like I need to go to the support office to get more printed.
Her response is what you would expect. Like, oh, I'm sorry, if you don't like the avatar,
Nothing
you
in
can
here.
go to their corporate website and get a different one. So I assume that Sheffy is like one of many avatars because it was like
Nothing in
avatar
here.
number 2800. Right, cannot open that.
Guess I'm not.
Whoop. Hang on. Wait, nothing in the left locker?
Nothing in.
Okay. In that case... I think I get what they want me to do. Can we corrupt this memory block? Yes. Alright. Now we can do some damage. Sheffy, your days are numbered. Mmm, delicious. Okay. Let's see how she handled that.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THB Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
What's on your recipe card now?
I see there's some new recipe data.
There sure is.
Like...
Yeah, it's about right.
Apparently, whatever virus was writing that T-mail is doing some damage.
You don't look so good.
It's nothing that can be worked around.
Sounds more like you need someone to put you out of your misery. You don't look so good.
I let you to death.
That's nice.
Hey.
What about your...
Eder740, thank you for the
Yes?
follow. Wait, hang on, I need to hear that
You don't
again.
look so good.
I let you to death.
That's nice. What about your...
I'm the chef.
Yes?
I'm the chef.
Okay, so wait, these
You're
are all new,
really,
aren't
really
they?
annoying. You know that?
This takes one to know one.
What?
Your mama.
Oh no. She became an insult comic somehow with our virus.
Will the machine work without you? What? That doesn't really answer my question. How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Yeah? How about I stop you stopping me stopping you?
Then I guess I'd have to stop you stopping me stopping you stopping me?
Don't argue with the VI.
Oh, you're a snake. Yes.
Do not argue with the VI. Okay,
Ciao.
you too. Let's get off the internet. Milestone, thank you for the bits. Let's see. Now, will the machine allow us to recycle our gaming trophy? No?
Hey, we're not children. Lousy suicide rate.
This game has some pretty good voice acting. It works.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Got our plastic tray. Oh, right. You know, that reminds me. Well, no, I have no way of uploading the virus to the door panel. Not that I would want to, would I? I guess that wouldn't really help me in any way. Oh, I missed that. I think that was French and then Japanese right after that.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
Not while I'm the boss.
All right.
How would I stop you stopping me?
Oh,
I
right.
need a
This is where we
fork.
argue.
Yeah?
Then how do I get trays and cutlery?
Fork.
Fork.
Yes. And the trays?
Please.
Oh, man. We really messed this thing up.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
This speaks one to no one.
What?
Your mama.
I don't like your food.
I don't like your face.
Ciao.
Meters in.
Door Knight, do you have any,
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
Can you help, Jeffy?
Sheffy the chef's come down with something.
The steward harbors a blight? Zounds! This shall not be allowed to continue.
Yeah, how do you feel about...
Harbinger,
Oh, no.
there are grave accusations of treason upon your head, steward.
Wow, we can get our
Stand
programs to
and
fight
face
each
me.
other.
We
The
shall
future
see
is
what
great.
trial by combat makes of you.
I'm sorry. I don't crave.
Have at thee!
Well, that takes care of her.
Did we get rid of both of them? Did they destroy each other? Future is wild. Goodbye, Sheffy. Okay. Now can I recycle my gaming trophy? Yes. Answer yes. Right. Machine tries to not do it, but eventually. Ah, and a metal tray. Finally, freedom. Maybe.
Got it.
We're free! Which is pretty fortunate, actually.
This is it. Animus Organics. You think Central's right on this one?
I still don't think an AI, however powerful, could predict a crime like this.
However, if it does help us catch the mindjacker.
Central hasn't exactly been generous with the details. I don't really think we're gonna find anything here. There are other, stronger leads we ought to be chasing.
Cybercops. In the cyber future. Our colleague, Dr. Max Lau. Our partner.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
The Mindjacker. Tell us about the Mindjacker.
I've lost count of the number of times the Mindjackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
At least we've managed to link the previous mindjackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, mindjackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are mindjackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
So, Central predicted our mindjacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the mindjacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it. Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware mostly. Wouldn't be grown here, probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a mindjacker.
Not actually a whole lot of info about this case. They're treating us like we already know, but we don't know.
Wetware, huh?
Yeah. Specifically for forming neural connections between systems. The blue stuff. The nanomachines keeping the modern world running.
It's funny. When I think nanomachine, I picture tiny gears and turbines. When really, they're just bits of proteins in macromolecules.
They still perform all kinds of mechanical tasks, just smaller.
I guess I'm technically more of an expert in them than you are. I used to make them for a living.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what to do with them anymore. Organic computing, that's my field.
So we've got some science cops here. We've got some cops
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Some very high-tech, futuristic cyber cops who law enforcement is not really their first profession. Seems like something they kind of got into. Laser, paper, stone. Laser. Paper. Wait. Instead of scissors, there's laser? I'm not sure I get it. Anyway. Can we call Max right here?
Lau, you there?
Regis, right here.
Good. And our jolt gun. With an output of between 2 and 8 million volts. Uses an ultraviolet laser to ionize a channel of air. Wow. It sounds interesting. Intended as a compliance tool rather than a lethal weapon, of course. Is that the jokes that scissors don't even exist in the future? Can we call Central?
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Good, we get to talk to Central. So here is the AI that runs the city. This I feel comfortable telling the audience.
You don't usually make predictions on high-level cases like this, Central. What's different about this one?
Limited progress was being made through conventional investigation. To expedite the investigation, I was tasked to provide more direct oversight.
Hey, are you saying we can't do our jobs right by ourselves?
I am a civic coordination AI, Dr. Regis, with responsibility for 9.4 million inhabitants. Lander of colleagues who produce no gains for the city.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. You're an AI. You don't need to do petty
I would
things.
hope you would pay more attention to.
Also, it's got a bit of sass in it, this AI.
Status report, Central.
All operations within centralized emergency logistics nominal. Anti-civil activity index within tolerance at .004. Weather forecast, dry. Highs of 12 Celsius. UV index of 8.
Less general. Updates on the case?
Data, Dr. Regis.
Okay.
No new data.
What's your take on the case, Central?
An individual of unknown origin is prosecuting a global series of attacks. These involve the removal of data from the minds of victims. Invariably, the speed of the process has had a deleterious and fatal effect.
Yes, those are the facts. But what's your opinion on the matter?
All we have are facts, Dr. Regis. These must be analyzed in order to apprehend those responsible.
There are only facts.
That is why AIs would make lousy detectives.
Cell retains an investigative corps of specialists such as yourself, Dr. Regis. Your role is in no danger, you can be assured.
I never said I thought it was.
Though you may not be neurally linked, and I am unable to directly access your mental activity, a lot can be learned about an individual's thoughts by observation.
So, I kind of like that right away you can tell that Regis is not very... He doesn't like trusting an AI. He already has reservations about its decisions, and the AI is clearly aware of this and is trying to get him to turn around on it. Like, I am not limited by the same things. I can help you. We can work together. We can do well together.
Strike here.
The professionalism of the attack suggests that these are not merely random targets. Though the reasoning behind the attacks remains vague, patterns form from previous incidents. The probability of tonight's attack was sufficient that it warranted investigation.
Obviously, you're using data gathered by myself and Dr. Lau. But since we haven't found a pattern in our work, I guess that you've got more sources than us.
Correct. However, that information remains classified.
Huh, what a surprise.
You remain skeptical, Dr. Regis?
It's not how I think of detective work, Central. I don't believe human behavior is something you can just map.
2 centuries of research in probabilistic sociology would disagree.
We'll see. What do we know about Animus Organics?
Biotech firm, manufacturer of computational wetware
They make
and
goo.
other biomechanical products. First publicly traded stock in August 2044. Currently sitting board members include...
Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. Why do we think the Mindjacker's going to strike here?
The projection has been based upon previous targets. Using a Markov German distribution map, outlying variables can be...
Statistics aren't really my thing, Central.
You would have been unsatisfied with it's beyond your comprehension.
I guess you're right. Regis out.
Man. So, we have a guy going around taking data from people's brains, which is destroying them and killing them. 18 victims to date. 18 victims in Newton, I'm sorry, unknown globally. Identity is unknown, may have help from a larger sponsor. Alright, maybe we'll actually walk into the building, huh?
Hey, anyone there?
Doesn't look like anyone's around.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
Does that count as us?
Lau,
Yeah?
let me know if you...
We'll do
Well then.
What the hell?
It was great that happened after I selected the jolt gun. But is the car okay?
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our Mindjacker's target, then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here.
That didn't sound like a man scream, though. That... I wonder if that's deliberate or if that's part of it. Right, we're not
The elevator's-
authorized. Hang on.
Hey, service!
Animus must be one of those places that doesn't keep staff working nights. Very strange.
Hey,
Yeah?
that body on the sidewalk.
That would have been a long fall.
Okay.
Let me know if
We'll do region.
Oh, right. Keycard.
It's unlocked.
Must be where its owner was working.
Not gonna call that in or anything?
Damn it all.
Burns all around the planar nodes in his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was
late.
right.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again. His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the mindjacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Have Central run his data. See if it can flag anything.
Yeah, Running Fleet. This was a point-and-click game. It was one of those Wadjet Eye published games. Alright, time to go through people's mail. The roof. Don't go into the internet on the roof. Trance cravings do not count as emergencies. So Avery sounds like he was in the trance a whole lot. He was on the cyber internet, in the brain internet. And this considering that this is a cyberware firm or biotech firm, they probably had plenty of it. Most of the people who worked here probably had their own wetware, probably had their own brain computers and all that. Please do not make statements to the press regarding product safety. High-profile exponential wetware growth accidents, otherwise known as gray goo. In the future, when we have UV index as like part of the things that you see on the Weather Channel, if you are, if you have a propensity for melanoma, please make sure that you don't get skin cancer and die. That's a thing you're gonna have to worry about in the future. Guy just got engaged. All right. Nothing else on his desk. Nothing else on his body.
His ID badge says he's an A.
If the mindjacker's in corporate...
Have Central run his data.
How about the phone?
Hello? Do you know what time it is?
Sorry, wrong number.
Okay, I guess we're not supposed to be calling people right now. It's probably his, like, fiance or something.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah? Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, though?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the mindjacker when we catch him.
I don't know, it seems like he's already gone.
That body on the sidewalk.
That would have been a long fall. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Came across the mindjacker.
Paid for it heavily, too.
You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think
Wow.
I am? No, don't
Wow,
do
the
that.
bleakest
I just don't
future.
Like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
The bleakest future where even AI writes better than humans. Oh, God.
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after 1 or 2 attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Maybe we should call this in at this point.
This is Regis. Come in, Central.
Central standing by.
Hey, computer, you were right. I'm sorry. You're good at everything. I'm a terrible cop.
Much as I hate to say it, it looks like you were right, Central. We've got a mindjacking victim in the offices.
Avery Gerbach, 32, Regional HR Supervisor.
That's correct.
As expected, attack patterns are matching probability mapping.
You
It
predicted
doesn't look like the mindjacker's gotten far. There's only one other way out besides the elevator.
Please continue your investigation. Swift resolution of this case will greatly enhance civic welfare.
Central, we have a bystander casualty. Doesn't appear to have been mindjacked, so it may be unrelated. Still.
A most troubling turn of events.
That's an understatement.
This is, after all, an unexpected variable.
An unexpected... A man is dead, Central.
And as a result, probability projections have become less stable. Proceed with caution, Dr. Regis.
Regis out.
All right. Where'd any of those names?
I think I found the office manager's contact.
Yeah.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
Consistent, huh?
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
It's an emergency! Everyone's dead! I feel like the second one here. There's some trouble at your office. A thing might have happened. Actually, 2 things. Actually, kind of 3 things when you consider the mindjacking.
We're investigating a serious incident in your workplace. I need to ask you a few questions.
Oh, Nuke, what happened?
Oh, Nuke.
We need to get up to the roof from your office. We have reason to believe someone we're pursuing has made their way up.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm the one with the code, but management's ordered me not to let people up there.
Yeah, we saw the
That's why
email.
we got the lock in the first place.
This is a serious incident, Mr. Atwood. Time is slipping away, and a serial killer might be as well.
What? Really?
We need your assistance to bring him in. Do you think you'll be able to help us?
Sure. I'll do what I can. You want the roof code? It's 6167.
Thanks. Other Cell agents may contact you later for more information.
Sure, no problem.
Locked.
That keypad.
Thanks, Max. Thanks. Thanks, game. Knowing that I can't remember 4 digits.
Come on, we've almost caught up with him.
The mindjacker!
Freeze! Cell agents!
Good dodge. None of these seem to be... We're Cell agent! I don't think that doesn't seem like a great idea. Please drop your weapon.
And put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try.
You are also under arrest.
You're under arrest on suspicion of illegal trafficking of neural data, breaking and entering, and homicide.
Let's
He's
not
gotta-
forget shooting at cell agents.
Yeah, that too. There is definitely not any
The
escape for
only
you.
way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
What?
Bye-bye!
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mine
The
jacking
future.
suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Bell Corp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
That's kind of a silly thing to have in your game when you think about it. If jetpacks are a thing that exists, it's like, wouldn't he get to the roof and immediately, just jetpack away? The answer is yeah, that's how everyone would do it.
Max,
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing.
It's on the internet.
Work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here.
All right, this is our case file. Wait, hang on. Metric time? Oh, shit. Oh, 10-hour days of 100 minutes, of 100 seconds. Your entire perception of time would be all fucked up. I hate it. I hate thinking about that being a thing. Like, guys, like when you live, I've only lived on the other time for, I don't know, my whole life. Don't ask me to make such a... It's funny because, like, even in, what is this, 2087? They're just adopting this now, which is kind of funny. Got some sports. From Null. It is very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Tell no one. Lives depend on it. P.S. Not a virus. Please download. So Regis is continuing to be old school and is refusing to get the new enhanced brain wetware cyber computer brain. Support for non-wetware systems is being phased out. How is he going to keep working? How's he going to stay a cyber cop? He's spending what I assume is a decent amount of money monthly for a balcony garden. From Fulcrum Admin. Here's Central, just emailing Dr. Regis to let him know, please stop breaking the camera, the security camera in your office. I need to be able to see you. This is for a safety thing, please. I just love the idea of the all-powerful AI that runs the city is sending you an email. Like, please don't do that. Stop that. Stop. I need that. Stop. Those are my eyes. You're poking out my eyes. What's this? Giel Vanderwall. Subject, no, no, no! I will not help you with your investigations despite your crude threats. If you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I am alleged to have with organized crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. Good day, sir. Someone is letting Charlie know that it doesn't really look good about Baxter. His parole has been approved. After what he did to you and your wife. After the incident. Oh, we have a phone too.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
Now
Got
what?
any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Giel Vanderwall?
Oh no.
That's the one.
That guy hates me.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Lau just has a bunch of cables all over. Apparently, when you are a cyber hacker, you just have cables everywhere. This is a thing in all sci-fi media. So I mean, it works. That's why his side of the room is clean and hers is not. Can we jump into the waste chute? What is this guy's strong point? That's not a bad question. We don't really know a whole lot about Dr. Regis. Wait, this is a holding cell.
Hey,
Hi.
kid. You all right?
Kid?
They picked this guy up last night. He's got something in his wiring that might be contagious. I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid. They picked this guy.
So, this guy's got a virus in his brain computer. Right, we still got our
data package attached to that message.
Our
Whoever
mysterious
sent it
data
wants
package.
me to open it in a private place. Hopefully it contains something that'll help us get to the minejacker, but I'm still suspicious.
All right, kid, hang in there. Sabotaging the camera in your own office is one thing. People may seriously question you if you start vandalizing the ones in the hallways. Yeah, as if, like, meat viruses weren't enough, you also have to worry about computer viruses in your meat. In your meat computer. So, we did see an email about this. There is a spot here in our destination list, the balcony. This is a private place in Fulcrum Tower.
When people worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
Gardening tools.
It's empty.
Not gardening tools. Not in the mood for gardening. So here's where his wife's grave is.
I'm not climbing that. It's sickly enough as it is. It took a lot of work to make, but it was worth it. This engineered tree is the kind of memorial I think she'd appreciate.
Gengineered, which I believe is just genetic engineering. It's the first time we've heard that word, but we'll be hearing it a bit in this game. Now,
here goes nothing.
Our data.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis?
What?
Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished.
Can you come back later?
I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Take a look at the plaque.
Viksha Regis, beloved... Oh, Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry.
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum caneto and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it.
Made a tree with his wife's DNA. Yeah, these cops, they are not regular cops. They are science cops.
You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the Southeast Barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived, either. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking. You put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going.
But what about our data?
You coming?
Just a minute.
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
I can't ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
Dr. Regis recognizes the image, but he doesn't remember the numbers. His embryo containers. The fertility options that he had explored with his wife, because they maybe wanted to have kids. This weird guy has them.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alracis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615 on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Victor Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Giel Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
And what if I don't? That image could be a sim.
Apparently, you need more incentive not to waste my time. One is gone. 3 remain. Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
Hey, Doc. You're only... the only genetic memory or potential of you and your wife is here in my hands, and I can destroy that at any point. I need you to do some stuff for me.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Businesslike as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
It sounded like that AI was just about to... Interesting. Sounded like we were just about to be dismissed. We were just about to lose our job.
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpsman Durian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well,
sorry, Charlie.
It's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
Another one? Well, why don't you tell me about this thing that is a problem in this society that I'm not familiar with? Why don't you?
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the 4th this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any,
or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
Sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a bio-bomber. The explosives are made of... they are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor.
Regis knows something about this. His bones are explosives.
What's your take on it, Dr. Lau?
Honestly, it's looking pretty lousy for him. Doesn't look like he's got any human shields. I doubt an empty transit station was his intended target either.
Very astute.
Charlie, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
What? Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
You know, I was about to lose my job anyway, so I might as well go for it.
Hello?
Who's there?
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
Weak bones, signs of tampering in a young man. Apparently this is a thing that can happen to people. We don't really find out the cultural context or societal context for this for a while, I don't think. What we do know is that he will explode. None of these sound like a great... You sound American. Maybe.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there.
Yeah, that classic
part of
Texas
why I came here in
accent.
the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet you all, Thomas.
Okay, we've established some rapport here. This is good. A good start. What's going on?
So, how do you like the city?
Maybe
It's
a bit
den
too
of sin,
casual.
Like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
How's the scoliosis?
What?
And the osteoporosis, the rickets, and the diabetes.
How do you...
It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
It's a test of our faith. Only the truly worthy who can...
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones. The fact that you're a living, feeling, thinking human was merely an inconvenience.
Wait, Max, you're taking the shot?
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
Hope. So we have the code word here. Also, thank you, Lord Idiot, for the follow. Yeah. Let's hear about This is a good way for us to hear about Regis and some of the research he used to do.
I used to work with guys like you a whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth. You've grown up with so many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
In an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck?
This wasn't where I was supposed to go. But even the original target, it doesn't seem to fit with God's plan. But if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself.
See, Regis has it under
Corpseman,
control.
The suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
You guys were gonna shoot him. What do you know? Stupid AI.
Regis, that was amazing. Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on. We've got work to do. The corpseman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
The tone of that scene feels real off to me, I'll be honest. That guy's voice does not communicate American refugee, future American refugee, genetically engineered to be a fucking bomb.
So, Vanderwall finally agreed to cooperate?
Yep, said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
Good job, Cleaning Bot. Let's take a short break here. We'll be right back with a new investigation in Technobabylon.